jokes I'm doing, and it worked out okay. About 6 months ago, I thought I'd do a little part-time employment as a greeter in a large department store which will be nameless. Okay? And it's a great place if you want to do people watching, and it's the best place on planet Earth if you want comedy material. And I'll tell you, my absolute favorite of the characters that come in there are the pseudo tough guys. They got big muscles and no sleeves. It's against the tough guy code to wear sleeves, that. And then, but the funny thing is that they all walk like they're muscle bound. They don't walk normal. They all walk like they just had a vasectomy. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. And their body language tells it all. It really does. See, what they're saying is, I'm stronger than you are, I'm tougher than you are, I can do everything better than you can do, except when it comes to putting on the correct size underpants so I can walk like a human being. That I'm not too good at, And I was thinking the other day, what if I had to actually tell the truth of what's going in my mind as some of these characters come in? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't last 14 seconds in that job. Seriously, I mean, you can picture it, the guys coming in, Hi, how you doing? Nice pajamas you wore into the store. How are things at the trailer park? Going good, huh? Yeah. Nice cleavage. Yeah, I really appreciate your business. Hey, nice tooth you have there. The applesauce is in aisle 3. No shirt, no service. Oh, we don't go by that because I really had no intention of giving you service anyway. Okay? Hey, nice tattoo someone tried to give you. Better luck next time, Better luck next time, One of the tough guys that I mentioned before comes in, with the sleeveless and walking funny. He came in, he comes in every day, and I know his name is Bruno. His name is Bruno, and he came in with his girlfriend, and he had a big tattoo with his girlfriend's name on it. Okay, and he wanted to impress his girlfriend because you have to put it with needles in the tattoo, and it was a big tattoo, and he tried to impress her with, that he did this for her, put it with the needles. And I don't think she was too impressed because she just had his baby and went through childbirth. So, she really was not that impressed, But it came to my mind, these tough guys, these people really should not be breeding. They should not be. They should not be. His kid, his kid came out of the womb with, he was wearing a bandana and a tattoo already. And the doctor picked him up to slap him, to get him to breathe. You know how they do that. And the infant looks at the doctor and says, what, you stupid or something? What, you going to start something? Come on, can I show me what you got? Kick your ass, come on. What are you talking? Come on, what, you stupid or something? And the doctor didn't know what to do. I would have felt funny myself. But it's the first time in the history of medicine that a doctor ever called hospital security on an infant. I mean, and I'll tell you what else. I pity the doctor that had to circumcise his kid. I'm not sure who's going to get the worst of it. Kind of gives new meaning to the term, you want a piece of me? So anyway, you're going to hear some great songs today. Dave always plays some great songs. Now, some of them I really like, but they don't all make sense to me. They just don't all make sense. And I'll tell you one that never made sense is that one by the Eagles. They're standing on a corner in Winslow. Remember that one? Remember that one by the Eagles? I think it's called Take It Easy or something like that. Remember that one? Remember that? Was that the name of it, Dave? Yeah, standing on a corner in Winslow, and I'm sitting there thinking, that doesn't make sense. Because, you know, if you end up on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, that means that your GPS unit really sucks, and you need to replace it right away. I've been to Winslow, you know? I've been to, and you know, I'll tell you another one. Another one is Amarillo by morning. Remember that? Amarillo by morning. Remember that one? I forgot who did it, but anyway, that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. First of all, you know, you have a guy trying to make Amarillo in a hurry, and I'm thinking, why? I've been to Amarillo. I've been to Amarillo. I mean, you know, I don't understand this. Do you know anyone rushing to Amarillo? Yeah, you know, where should we go this year, Margaret, on vacation? Honolulu, Las Vegas, Disneyland, or Amarillo, Texas. You know what happens? You tell someone that you're calling them from Amarillo, Texas. You know what they'll tell you? They'll tell you, oh, what, did your car break down? I hope you get it fixed soon. Really? Really? And now there's another song that, you all remember Richie Valens? He did that Obama song, remember that? Remember that one? And when we sung it as kids and we didn't know what the hell we were talking about, remember that? Well, he also did a song called Donna, because his girlfriend was Donna. Remember that one? It was, oh Donna, oh Donna. And with the inflection, it kind of sounds like, he's doing something. You know what I mean? You do know what I think they're doing, right? But then later in the song, he says, Donna, where have you gone? Where have you gone? Try looking underneath you, you idiot. You know what I mean? Some songs I just don't get, you know? And then there's one by well, of course, I can't make fun of it. The one by the Everly Brothers, All I Have to Do Is Dream. Remember that one? I always like that one, you know? When I want you, all I have to do is dream. Yeah. I've always loved songs about puberty. You know, I cannot make fun of that. I'm sorry, I can't make fun of that. So anyway, yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? I got up in the morning, because I couldn't sleep, and a lot of us get up in the morning, you can't go back. It's a common senior deal, I don't know why, but it is. And I'm turning on the TV to these, cable channels, and we all know that there's nothing on, but I did find this talk. So it was called Frankly Talking, or Talking Frankly, or something like that. And they had a moderator with an elderly couple, and the question was, well, if I go first, who would you date? And I'm standing there looking at the TV, I'm thinking, what are you, stupid? I'm talking to the husband on the TV, 3 in the morning, say, don't ever answer that. That's like asking, that's like saying, hey, there's a minefield out there, you want to learn the polka? Don't ever answer that. I'm talking to him, I says, don't ever answer that, because you're liable to get something like, so, you want to bang Marilyn, huh? Is that what you want to do, huh? Is that what you want to do? If you answer that, you have no brains, seriously. And the wife was no genius either. The wife was no genius. She's going to say, well, Agnes would be just perfect because she makes the brownie recipes just like he likes them. Yeah, right. If your wife thinks that you would date someone because of a recipe, then she doesn't have any brains either. But relationships, when we get older, are kind of funny, and one of the things that I've noticed is, we don't know what to call each other sometimes, you don't always want to say, well, this is my girlfriend, because that kind of sounds like someone you passed a note to in study hall, It doesn't sound right. And from the girl's standpoint, she doesn't want to say, this is my man friend. That sounds really worse than creepy, And the guy doesn't want to say, well, this is my woman friend, because that kind of sounds like, he should be under surveillance by the vice squad, okay? So we come up with this term that's so inclusive and so politically correct that no one knows what the hell it means. And it's called, this is my significant other. And no one knows what that means exactly. You know, that's kind of like, well, okay, that's a catch-all, you know? And it almost sounds, truly, you know, it almost sounds like from a horror movie or a science fiction movie from the 60s or 70s, you know? I'm John. This is my other. Hey, that's that when you and